uh, negative points of euthanasia, or we can call it the disadvantages of euthanasia. So I believe, like, a doctor or a physician supporting the euthanasia is itself a great disgrace for the profession, because when a person joins a medical profession, the first oath that they take is to support life, to glorify life, and they themselves supporting euthanasia is a disgrace for their profession. Moving on to the second point, I believe, like, if we legalize a particular kind of euthanasia of any kind, like voluntary euthanasia, it will gradually get changed, and it will be used in legal manner. It can be used in an illegal manner, or certain criminal activities can be done out of it. Because if you take an example of sonography in our country, earlier it was used to check internal organs whether it's functioning properly or not, and it was used to check the fetus in the mother's womb, like whether the fetus is healthy or not. But later the people misused it, and they used it to check the gender of a fetus, and we had so many cases of female feticides in our country. So moving on to the next point, the most important point, euthanasia devalues the life. Life is the most beautiful gift of God that we have got. And if we support euthanasia in any manner, it devalues life. I would like to give an example of two kinds of person. Both are about to die. Out of them, one is pessimistic and the other one is optimistic. So both of them know that they are going to die in maybe 3 months, 4 months, or maybe 1 year down the line. But they are going to die. The pessimistic person would think, like, why should I live for 3 months or 4 months? What's the use? Means I cannot do anything. It's only 3 months. I'm going to die. And he will feel like I should give away my life today itself. I should opt for euthanasia, because there is no use. I cannot do anything in these 3 months. On the other hand, the optimistic person would think, like, how many things I can do out of these 3 months. I still have 3 months in my hand. I can fulfill not all my dreams, but some of it. I can fulfill some of the promises, some of the targets that I have planned. So this is how, like, I have 3 months and I will have to put my max to achieve those things. So this is how people should think. And even if a person is in vegetative state, he's lying on bed, do you think he's not doing anything? Even by lying on a bed in vegetative state, unknowingly he is inspiring a lot of lives. Because after seeing a person lying in such a pain, people will feel like, if he can live, why can't we can live?
Yeah.
Means we can live. So it's kind of inspiring thing, and we should not devalue life by promoting euthanasia. So I'll give away the mic to Vijay, and maybe he will share some details about the euthanasia.
Yeah, I would like to talk about the advantages of means there are arguments which supports euthanasia. One of the arguments is unbearable pain, and the person in unbearable pain, terminally ill, and it is like, for an example, in stage 4 of cancer, something like, there are no cure can be done, and he is going to die. When he is suffering from unbearable pain, instead of letting him suffer for a longer time, there are arguments which supports euthanasia. And second, when a person is in a bed, he is in a coma stage or very poor state and very critical stage, when there are a lot of medications needs to be supported, and maybe the family support, financial support, the person who has to assist the person in the hospital, putting everything into the stage, we can see the quality of the life he is spending on a bed, which is really, we are actually making him suffering a lot. So there are arguments in that status which we can execute euthanasia on him. And there are another arguments, which is there are funds we are spending on persons who are in a vegetative state for a longer time. Be it a family or a government, we are spending a lot of money on